What is going on, Jerome's? Happy Friday. We made it, baby. We got some hot coffee, and we're going to get a chili hot today. Because great suggestion from a commenter is do a free agency and mock draft where the Vikings just go all in 2020. Now, I'm starting to get the vibes that the Vikings are sort of half pregnant in this offseason where they're going to be managing some contracts. They're going to shuffle some money around. Maybe they retain a guy or two. Probably not going to be too active for agency and probably just be sort of milquetoast in the draft as well. So it's not a full-on commit and shove everything behind Kirk Cousins or a full-on reboot and wait until 2021 to rebuild for the future. So, but say the Vikings are convinced. They got the hunger. They got the stank from that wild card win over the Saints. So, oh wait, we can do this. Kirk is the guy. Let's just push all of our chips in the middle, Teddy KGB style, even though he lost the hand. Whatever. And then we'll get after it. So that's how we're going to approach this free agency and the draft. So let's dive into it right now. So right away, Vikings are currently negative $13 million, but that's because Fanspeak still has Everson on the book. So cut Everson. And they get down to, all right, so full on, we're talking about just completely going after him. So we're going to restructure Diggs, restructure Daniil. And yeah, when you're doing this, you are kicking the can down the road, and there are going to be some cap consequences. But like we said, a new CBA, cap's going up in 2021. Go. Restructure Thielen, restructure Barr. We're going to cut Linval. We're going to cut Xavier Rhodes. And we're going to cut Riley Reef. There we go. And we're going to cut Kyle Root. Nah, just kidding. Who else? Oh, I'm going to cut Pat Elflein just because it's funny to me. Also, I'm going to cut Ben Gideon just for schnitz and giggles. And then, let's see here. And I'm going to cut Chad Beebe just because I can. David goddamn Putney. All right, so the Vikings now have $49 million in cap space, which is pretty nice. We'll take that. All right, so headed on to free agency. All right, $49 million in cap space. Sean Mannion, no. Amir Abdullah, no. Michael Floyd, for some reason. Actually, should I just resign Michael Floyd? Yeah. Treadwell, nah. David Morgan's contract is going to toll. Gotta get the toll sold to get into this boy's hole. All right, so we'll offer him $1 million, 1 year, guarantee 50%. He's in. All right, so there. Let's see, Rashad Hill, meh. Brett Jones, meh. So now, fully going all in. I'm going to try and get Mac. He's going to be relatively spending. Spot Rec estimated he'd be about $8.4 million a year. Let's try 7. All right, 7 got through. Cool. I know that all the signs are pointing towards Anthony Harris not being back, but I do want to go after him. Let's sign Bailey up first. Bailey certainly played well enough to deserve another shot in 2020. So I want to keep Anthony Harris, and the Vikings at $42 million in cap space right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go after it. Let's try $8 million for 4 years, and we'll guarantee half. Offer accepted. Hey, Paisan. I think he's gonna get a lot more than that, especially if he does hit open for agency. But it is what it is at this spot. So Steve Weatherly, I would like to have him back. 3 years, $5 million. Offer rejected. All right, let's take one more shot. Try 7 for 3, and we'll guarantee 45. Offer accepted. All right, so Weatherly's still in the fold. At this point now, if the Vikings truly are all in, I mean, do you go after Everson? Do you look to re-sign him after you cut him? I'm going to try Linval. I'm going to try to super lowball Linval just to see what he does. And he accepted 1 year, $3 million, which I would love. I mean, Linval certainly isn't worth $10 million plus a year and more. He just, he's a great in terms of leadership. He's great against the at times against the run, but he's a 2-down, 4-3 nose tackle. But still want to keep him in the fold at a much lower cost. So cutting him and then potentially re-signing him to a cheaper deal, something I would be certainly open to. So we got about $28 million in cap space. I mean, I guess we can just try and lowball Everson, and now I don't think he would sign for 4. But if he did, that'd be pretty damn amazing. So just recapping here so far. So the Vikings still have 24 million in cap space. Now they've essentially restructured and mortgaged a couple of other contracts. But David Morgan stays in the fold. His contract tolls. They re-sign Mack, Weatherly, Everson, and Linval. And I think that's just really smart all the way around, as well as they kept Anthony Harris, which it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. But, man, if that happened, I just need it. That's why the Vikings are all in. Keeping all the edge rushes together. Fadio Denebo rising up. Keep El Capitan. All right. So, free agency. Got a little bit of dough to play with. $24 million. Let's put that to work. Remember, we did cut Riley Reef. Wait, did we cut Reef? I probably should have. Actually, yeah, I cut Reef. Pretty sure I did. All right, so now, obviously, right away, we're into the left tackle market. Conklin, realistically, is probably going to be priced out. Also, the scuttlebutt is that he's going to be potentially landing in Cleveland. So, looking around, got... I think Greg Robinson's going to be signing a contract next soon. We got the legend of Jason Peters. Maybe have a year or two left on him. You got Big V from the Eagles. Their swing tackle. I think he's ready to be a starter somewhere in this league. Oh, yeah, Riley Reef is there chilling. Cordy Glenn is out there as well. And that's really about it. Yeah, so all right, we'll go over Jason Peters. 8-2-50. We'll see what that brings back. Looking at guards. All right, Clint Balling. Oh, this is the year that he comes to the Vikings. Austin Blythe. Let's see. Former Vikings legends Brian Witzman and Tom Compton and Vlad Ducasa, Mike Remmers. Like, this is the whole former Vikings legend corridor. It's straight. Of course, Stefan Wisniewski. So apparently Scherf and Thuney didn't make it to free agency, but that's sort of expected. Wisniewski, 4 year, 2 years, guarantee half. Low ball him. So out there, cornerbacks. All right, so yeah, we let Trey Waynes go. We cut Xavier Rhodes. Bradbury's out there. I mean, Jason Verrett, if he just stay healthy, I'll just make a small offer on him. Let's see, overall, though. Man, Tom Brady's just out there chilling. Do we just push in on Jadeveon Clowney? Like, I know that we re-signed Weatherly and Everson, but come on. Or do you go after Chris Jones, even though he's probably going to be tagged? All right, so other positions. Let's look at defensive line. Leonard Williams is out there. Gerald McCoy, bring him in. Javon Hargrave. A. Sean. Okay. Oh, Vernon Butler's out there. I love Vernon Butler. Okay. Well, since this is like the whole veteran motif, 1 year, $4 million, and we'll guarantee 60% of it. Gerald McCoy. All right, let's spin the wheel. Oh, there you go. Jason Peters said no. Wisniewski is in. Gerald McCoy said no. Jason Verrett said no. All right, so let's make another run at Peters. Jason Peters. What did we offer him last time? All right, 8 for 9 for 2, and we guarantee 6% of it. All right, Jason Peters in. New left tackle of the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the plan is have Peters start at left tackle, and then also I want to maneuver in the draft so that the Vikings get one of the top-tier left tackle prospects that also can play him at guard for a season, and then go from there. So basically everyone except for Josh Jones, because maybe Austin Jackson to a degree, because I think that you could certainly play Thomas at guard for a year. You could play Becton at guard for a year. Wirfs actually may project more as a guard in the league. And then also Jedrick Wills, even though he's played exclusively on the right side at Alabama, I think that he has the traits to be a left tackle in this league. So let's see what else we got here. We got $13 million in cap space. If we want to spend a little bit more, I'd like to bring a quarterback. I mean, Chris Harris out there chilling. PJ Williams of Vikings fame out there. Yeah, Darqueze Denard. He didn't have any Actually, did he have any crossover with Zim in Cincinnati? I don't really know. Kevin Johnson from Wake Forest is out there. All right, let me make him offer. We'll go 6. 6 for 2, guaranteed 55%. All right, Kevin Johnson is in. KJ, what's up? All right, what other needs the Vikings have? Maybe some wide receiver 3 help. Oh, Mark Cooper, Daniel Sanders. I like Hollywood Higgins. I really do. Oh, Josh Gordon is out there chilling. New CBA. No more getting dinged for weed. He's just out there like, oh, yeah. I'm gonna make an offer to Hollywood. Shoot. So he was sort of the lost man in the Cleveland offense last year. Freddie Kitchens' doghouse, which a lot of players did. Like Njoku and Hollywood and like Landry to a degree got in there, and like, all right, we got Higgins. I like picking up Higgins to compete with BC Johnson for wide receiver 3 as well as rookie TBD. Man, I like that one. And like we said, we're all in on this one. All right, let's see here. Could go linebacker, could go D-line. I mean, Leonard Williams is just out there chilling. Should I just say F it? How much cap space do I have? 80 year, 3 years, 6% guaranteed. Okay, I can make that offer. Leonard Williams declined our offer. Screw you, Leonard Williams. I'm still coming after you. I'm coming after you like a ball of nails and stuff. Can I offer 10 for 2 and 50, or does that put me over? All right, so that says over. 9 for 2 and 50. 8 for 2 and 50, and then actually 75, almost guaranteed. Ouch. Merd. All right, so maybe I have to adjust my sights because I just can't go over. Whatever. Can I go back and cut Everson again? I don't care. All right, can we do 7? It says over. All right, do I have to go exactly the salary cap number? 6378910. And we'll guarantee 100% of it. All right, we can make that offer. All right, come on, Gerald McCoy. He said no. What the hell is this, man? This game is rigged. All right, so I'm going to copy and paste the remaining cap number. D-line. What's someone? I mean, Derek Wolf. A. Shalom, sure. Danny Shelton, the mountain from Washington. Go Vernon Butler. Just throw it at him. And just like, take this money. Yeah, got him. All right. So the Vikings have busted their nut, cap space, and came away with some pretty fun free agents. So just look at who the Vikings have re-signed during the offseason. So Morgan, Earp, re-signed Mack, Bailey, Harris, Weatherly. They cut and then re-signed Linval and Everson. And then an open free agency, you added 5 guys. Wisniewski, Peters, KJ, Hollywood, as well as Vernon Butler. I mean, I'm pretty damn happy. And we're just through free agency. Like, we haven't even hit the draft yet. I'm ready to rock and roll. All right, so our needs right now. Again, we want to target one of the top left tackles and then play him at guard for a year. All right, so Fancy Steve, do that up. Also, since, like I said, we're all in, I'm not above just going full throttle and giving up some future picks. Now, maybe not future first because I'm sort of a nit like that, but a couple of future seconds. I mean, let's go. Let's play. I'm feeling good about this team. Like, my mood about this stupid franchise has already gone all the way up. All right, so we got a couple of trade offers on the table right away. All right, Vikings are at 25, and the Lions are offering a top of the second, top of the third pick. Okay. I'm going to pass for now. I want to see how the board plays out. also I have a eye of moving up anyway. So let's run the first 5 picks. All right, sort of as expected. Burrow 1, Chase Young, Derek Brown, Okuda to the Giants, as well as Justin Herbert to the Dolphins. So looking at the board, none of the tackles have been touched, which is great. See this composite board, Wirfs and Wills are in the top 10. Andrew Thomas is down pretty low. Same thing with Becton. So I think that there's a clear strata of the top 4 guys, and then a bit of a dip down to Austin Jackson, Josh Jones, etc. All right, so I just want to see how the rest of this is going to go real quick. All right. There went Andrew Thomas. Okay. All right, Josh Jones goes 10 to Cleveland. Woo, that would be a shocker. So through the top 10, Thomas and Jones are off the board, which, I mean, if you're betting on pure athletic upside and potential, Josh Jones is your guy. A little bit rich for my blood, but, Cleveland going to Cleveland. Good luck to Kevin Stefanski. But right now, Wirfs, Wills, Becton are all just there chilling. I do want to make a move, except I don't want to pay too much. You know what I mean? So let's look at the board. Who's... All right, how to do this? Proposed trade. Next 20 picks. All right, so the Jets certainly need offensive line help. Same thing with the Raiders. Colts probably going to go quarterback. Bucks may go quarterback. No, Herbert's off the... Oh, wait, is Tua still on the board? Or did he go? No, he had to have gone, right? Yeah, Tua's gone. Herbert's off the board too. So Broncos, sure. So you're getting into a lot of really tackle needy teams. So I think if we're going to make a move, we have to do it now. Now, the Jets and the Vikings, of course, the dumbest rivalry in sports history. All right, so let's hear. The New York Jets. All right, so we want 11. What are we going to give up to get it? Well, let's start by just lowballing. How about 2 future seconds? And also you give us a 5th. Trade decline. All right. Proposed trade. All right. 3 future seconds for 11 and a 5th round pick. Trade decline. All right. Proposed trade. Like I said, we're all in on this year. I will give up a future first, a future third, a future third. Trade accepted. All right. So the Vikings soft mortgaging of the future first, 2/3. It's whatever. And we're currently on the clock. Let's go. Surprised we didn't get any trade offers. So currently the Vikings, again, didn't affect any of this year's picks. So got 11 and 25 in the first round. 2 3, 2 4s. Got the 5th round pick back from giving up Corey Vidvik. All right, so let's go. So now we have our choice. Cool. So could go Wirfs. I think you could easily plant his ass in at left guard. And then you could have the shuffle because do you think Wirfs could project to be a left tackle at this next level? But most likely, I think it would be a shifting of Brian O'Neill to left tackle, Tristan Wirfs to right tackle, which that's a lot of moving parts. But also, I mean, that's a lot going on. I think Wirfs over Wills and Becton right now. I think just physically, I mean, he blew up the combine. Like he was really good in terms of the tackles. I think he performed one of the best, actually the best at the combine. And I think he is just that Iowa meat and potatoes set and forget it type of offensive lineman. Even though yes, we cut one of those in Riley Reef, but I'm going to Wirfs. I just think that his floor is higher than Wills and Becton, and his ceiling isn't too much far behind. So going with Wirfs. Gave up a lot to go get Tristan Wirfs. So come on down. So right now the Vikings offensive line left to right is Jason Peters, Tristan Wirfs, Garrett Bradbury, Josh Klein, Brian O'Neill, and they got Oli Udoh, Drew Samia, and I'm going to pick up another. Oh, we're back on the clock. All right, so Wills and Becton are still there. Should I double back? Double down, babe? All right, so cornerback-wise, Diggs, Gladney, Terrell. Bryce Hall still there. Hoping we can get him in the second round. Jalen Johnson now at 90? All right, Xavier McKinney is there. Antoine Winfield. Now, sort of a near-run thing where Winfield, I don't think that Winfield is in the same category as McKinney and Delpit. I just really don't. I actually think Delpit is the best of the three of them, and I think I'm probably going to draft him here. But, you know, the whole local angle, it's really hot. But, I mean, Delpit was the Thorpe Award winner for a reason. I mean, dude is just legit back there at safety, coming from DBU, of course. Just look at the rest of the big board. I mean, Jordan Love is still there chilling. God, but like we said, we're attacking this from the angle of being all in on this season. So we're going with Delpit. Sorry, Gophers fans. I mean, yeah, it hurts too. But also, I think if Antoine Winfield was from Poughkeepsie and named Jetson, I don't think there would be as much hype. I think there's a degree of nepotism as well as a local angle hype on him. But, I mean, you can't fault or you can't be upset about getting Delpit or McKinney or Winfield there at that spot. Winfield's still on the board. Maybe we should trade him and go get him. Get the double safeties. Even though, safety wasn't a definite position need since they kept Anthony Harris. But also, I think Delpit come in right away, play that J-Ron Curse-esque role. All right, so looking here. Second round, Bryce Hall still there chilling. I want to target. He go right? Shoot. Ezra Cleveland just went. He's my most recent crush. All right, so Jonah Jackson there. I mean, do we double down on offensive tackle? I mean, sure, could do that. Matt Peart. Lucas Niang, who would be great, except just like Aviante Collins coming out of TCU, Niang's got the weird body type going on. I think we got to focus on cornerback. And, yeah, I mean, Bryce Hall, you can make a really good case that Bryce Hall was the best cornerback in the nation in 2018. Just had a pretty meh and then injury-filled 2019 season. The fact that he won't be able to compete in any of the underwear Olympics, I think will certainly hurt him to depress his value. So the Vikings can snag him in the second round. I mean, I'm fired up. I'll be fired up and ready to go. All right, so third round. Let's see, needs still wide receiver. All right, so right now you have Thielen, Diggs, Hollywood, BC Johnson. Certainly looking to add a little bit of something to that wide receiver group. TJ, Tyler Johnson. Do we give the people the local angle? Chase Claypool. And of course he just went the pick before. All right, so KJ Hill is intriguing here. Do you think we can get TJ in the fourth round? I mean, it's possible because he's at 149. Currently the big board is here, whatever. So Roquan Davis is there chilling. Hamilton, Lawrence. Man. There's a lot of good names here. Edge rusher. James Lynch is intriguing. This really isn't a great edge class. What are we looking at? All right. Look at the big board. So again, wide receiver, edge, guard, blah, blah, blah. We just overdraft Lynch here. Just do that. Jalen Hurts is still there. Even though we said we're going from the angle of all in, but there isn't anyone at the top of the. There isn't necessarily anyone at the top of the list that I'm just like fist pumping about. I mean, I guess Roquan Davis, except I'm fine with Davis or Hamilton or Lawrence or even just circling around and getting like Benito or one of the Davis brothers later on. So I'm just talking myself into drafting Jalen Hurts. Honestly, if the Vikings get Jalen Hurts in the third round, I mean, that's freaking amazing. And also, you know, the whole, so you gave up a first rounder, future first and 2/3 for Tristan Wirfs. I feel like that's baked into the cake of the rest of the draft class as well, even though that's not necessarily how it works. But just a way of digesting and thinking about it. I was like, all right, so you gave up a first and 2/3 for a future starting offensive tackle, as well as potentially a QB of the future. No, that's not how it works at all. But in my mind, with my mind grapes, that's how it works for me. All right, so Vikings still look at wide receiver, need some edge help. Well, of course, our Baylor guy just went there. See here. Yeah, Lawrence is there chilling, hanging on. He just keep me hanging on. All right, so Lawrence is up. Tyler Johnson is there. All right, so 26 and 35. Who's in danger of going first? Yeah, I guess they're right next to each other. So Lawrence coming in, defensive tackle from LSU. Let's freaking go. Tyler Johnson can hang on to 35. There we go. TJ, welcome in. The next contestant on the Minnesota Vikings. All right, so we sutured up pretty much every need. They list running back. I mean, Zach Moss is just there chilling. Although I do like the Vikings' 3 running backs right now, in Dalvin Madison as well as Mike Boone. I mean, I'm still a huge Mike Boone fan, man. All right, so we're just going to tiptoe through the tulips. Carter Coughlin, just go after him. Sure. Khalil Brooks, I like. I'm definitely going to scoop him up in the 7th. I may just double down on quarterback because, I mean, what are you going to do about it? Let's see here. Could double down on offensive lineman. The Kansas kid is interesting. Zach Moss is there. I mean, Solomon Kinley? Yeah, I'll be down for that. All right, so Wirfs, of course, is a future tackle. Haven't really addressed any other interior spots. Yeah, I'm going to go Kinley. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. You just keep me hanging on. Woo, woo, woo. All right, so I'm pretty hyped so far about this free agency and the draft, the way that's broken out. It's like, yeah, you gave up a first and 2 future thirds, but also if Rick Spielman thinks that, hey, this is my make it or break it year, and you know what? If I'm not around to make these picks, who really gives a poop? My boy George Payton is going to be the one holding the bag. But if it works out, I'll just deal with it then. Thaddeus Moss is still chilling. Like, how is Thaddeus Moss not gone? And there he goes to the Packers. Oh, no. Randy Moss's kid goes to the Packers. That is just a complete bad beat. What the hell is going on? I hate everything. All right. So back on the board. I mean, it's not really anyone who I'm just like fired up about, you know? Let's just grab another cornerback, which is fine. All right. I'm going to grab the kid from the U. Why not? I mean, Delpit and Hall are basically de facto week 1 starters. I mean, Tristan Wirfs obviously is going to be in there mauling as well. Jalen Hurts is going to be awesome holding the clipboard. So this is sort of a hybrid of going all in as well as building for the future. So I'm pretty excited about this one. All right, LSU linebacker. We're just going heavy on the big schools, as Rick tends to do. LSU, Oklahoma, JoJo. Because we have 3 LSU guys now, don't we? National champs, babe. And we finish out the string. Let's see if there's any projects that we like. Not really. I did say that we're going to grab one of the Davis brothers. So for sure there. And we like the Middle Tennessee guy. Come on. Shamona. All right, Khalil Brooks, come on down. And, you know, we're just going to grab grab a running back at the end. Why not? There we go. There we go, baby. Oh, man. My darling eye. All right, so the Vikings have absolutely zero cap space, even though they freed up almost $50 million. So cut Everson, cut Reef, cut Linval, cut Rhodes, cut Elfline and Getty and Abibi just because it's funny to me. Restructured Diggs, Hunter, Thielen, Barr, kicked the can in their contracts. Re-signed. So Morgan told Mack, Bailey, Harris, Weatherly, Linval, Everson, and then open for agency. Wisniewski. Oh, I forgot about Wisniewski. All right, so Wisniewski, Jason Peters, Kevin Johnson, Rashard Higgins, Vernon Butler. And also, here's the thing, too. Frankly, if Wisniewski starts or if he's like the swing backup, I don't really care. So it's great signing Wisniewski because you didn't know what was going to happen in the draft exactly. And then also bringing in Tristan Wirfs. I think Wirfs is going to be starting right away. Or hell, maybe Josh Klein gets beat out because even though Klein played great last year, if he's not one of the best 5 offensive linemen, he doesn't deserve to be out there, even though he does have the big free agent contract. I got Kevin Johnson in the cornerback room, as well as Hollywood Higgins, wide receivers, and Vernon Butler, former Louisiana Tech, I want to say. He's coming in there as well. Draft-wise, so dig Mortgage future a little bit. Gave up a first and 2 future thirds for Tristan Wirfs, the monster out of Iowa. Or maybe you just start the Super Bowl shuffle right now. Then Grant Delpit, even though re-signed Anthony Harris, coming in, is going to be filling in that Jalen Hurts role and eventually taking over for Harrison Smith. I mean, you gotta say it. Bryce Hall, cornerback out of Virginia, is going to be joining Kevin Johnson. New additions to the Vikings cornerback room. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, I mean, just the way that the board broke, we're still building for the future, even though just shoved all in on this one. And then Rashard Lawrence, Tyler Johnson joins Hollywood Higgins and BC Johnson in the wide receiver 3 competition. Solomon Kinley for some offensive line depth. Another quarterback in Trajan Brady. Now, do you think he's named after the Roman Emperor Trajan or Trajan Langdon? Because he's actually young enough, he could have been named after Trajan Langdon, which is just depressing to me. Grab a linebacker, Khalil Davis from Nebraska, Cliff Brooks, some defensive line help, as well as JJ Dynamite Taylor from Arizona. And all right, so that's it. That's our all in on 2020, build around Kirk, and let's try and win a Super Bowl, free agency and draft. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the old comments section below. Also subscribe, you know what to do. Skull production value.